Alright, we'll try and get this ute starting from the key. Got a brand new ignition and switch, barrel and switch from, I think come from Elco. We'll whack her in the hole and see if we can get her to fire up. Alright, we've got reds. Oh, she's going to turn, battery terminal's loose, but she's going to turn. Awesome. Alright, so we've got the carburetor, manifold, everything bolted on. We've got the engine pipe on, so it's going to be loud. We placed the vacuum lines for the PCV and the booster, the vacuum advance, blocked off the other ones, put a 2-barrel throttle cable on it. The old single barrel cable was a bit how you going once I pushed it back to make it meet up with the 2-barrel, so we swapped that out and put a 2-barrel cable on it. We'll run a couple of fuel filters until we see what's going to come out of the tank. And alright, we'll put some premium in the tank, some in the bowl. Let's hit the key and see what's going to happen. Put an air cleaner on, no more flames now. Alright, we fired her up before, had a bit of a manifold leak, or a vacuum leak, wouldn't idle, so it was to do where I put the twin port manifold together with the 2-barrel. They didn't want to mate up correctly on the head, so stuffed around with another intake, we'll see what happens this time. Okay, so as you heard, the big girl's running now. We've put the timing light on. It was funny, I didn't move it. That was a pretty good guess, that one. Doesn't happen too often, but all I did was tighten it up. Like I said, I bolted it together and fired it up, and it had the vacuum leak. As you would have seen there, it didn't want to idle. So our alignment of the mating faces of the manifold against the head wasn't real good. So I went and found another intake and split the old one apart, split this one, put this one together, and it seems to be okay. It's got the 2-barrel carder on it, done by Ray at DLB Services, does a great job. So we're just waiting on some radiator hoses now. We can run the big girl, she's drivable again. We'll get onto the brakes, but if you walk in here and hit the key now, she should start. Down gauge. Burn away. Sweet as. Good to have the old girl running again. At least now I can drive it outside so I can fill that hole over there tomorrow. Good stuff. A few bits here, we're going to knock up some calipers for the ute, a couple of pistons, a couple of kits, bleeders, etc, etc, a bit of grease. We've sandblasted the inside of them, cleaned them up. I still wanted the outside to stay looking old and a bit shabby, but cleaned up the inside, and we'll put some new kits in them. Sounds like a plan. Right, so as you've seen, got some calipers knocked up for the old girl, got the line sorted. That line was actually a second-hand VJ one that we put in there because the end was rusted on it when it came off. VJ rear and adapter, another little adapter under the bottom so we could use the original line on the right hand side front. and then the extension for the rear which come off a VJ with the adapter, and that one is an actual VJ line. So, all good. So we've got the lines hooked up, calipers built, pads in, the big girl's running, so the next step will be get onto the rear brakes and go from there. But she's getting there, the big girl, she's getting there. We'll have stoppers shortly, we'll be able to go for a crack and actually be able to pull her up. Alright guys, thanks for watching again. 500 subscribers this week, how cool is that? Thank you so much. I didn't realise so many people would be interested in the crap I do in my shed. But really appreciate it guys, that's awesome, love it. So the VG, like you've seen, just got some front stoppers, got the line sorted. Get onto the rear brakes now and get it pulling up, and she'll be ready to take for a crack and be able to stop it. How good's that? Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, share it around. Have a good one. Cheers. Check this old girl out, just turned up out the front. I don't see these things too often anymore. VC V8. Sergeant stripes. Badge on the boot. Look at that, she's all there. All the moulds are on it. Bucket seats. T-bar. We've still got the V8 in the steering column. Steering wheel. V8 on the doors. Yeah, very cool thing. Very cool thing. VC V8, like I said, you don't see them too often anymore. There's one right there, just turns up out the front. Might have a little purr of that.